I don't know if this is going to do it sideways or right side up. I'm going to go back to vertical. Anyway, this is Lee, and we're out here at the Amateur Radio Field Day, and I'm going to try to switch. There we go. That's better. Okay, right here at the Chavano Park, City Hall, Police Department, etc. And this weekend is the National Amateur Radio Field Day weekend. And so you've got ham radio stations, ham radio clubs set up all over the U.S. and other countries. And they're testing their ability to set up under emergency communication conditions and see how many contacts they can make. And San Antonio Radio Club has a history of coming to this location, especially after they built this wonderful new pavilion. Here we got an 11-year-old and a 14-year-old learning about ham radio. The 14-year-old is teaching him how to get on the radio, and that's Mom. And Jack's educating Mom. I mean, Jim is educating Mom, sorry. One of the rules for this is that only the computers can be on commercial power. Everything else has to be on generator power, solar, battery, that kind of stuff. So their primary generators that they're using right now are over here. And you see the fire extinguishers handy just in case something goes wrong. They don't keep the fuel near the generator. But let's go back in here under the pavilion. My wife is here with her walker, learning how to have fun again after her stroke. The food just arrived. I'm live. Anyway, I'm going to go show you some of the antennas they put up. They got one over here in the playground. Let me get in the shadow so that you can see it better. But they've got one strung up over there with, safety, everything, so very visible ropes for everything. They've got a couple more generators over here with fire extinguisher they're not using yet. That got a little tower on a trailer that can be raised and lowered with a little beam antenna on it. Get a little closer so you can see it. I'm not sure how many hours they spent putting this thing together, but it took a while for them to get it all wired up. Got another antenna hiding over in the trees over here. Got one down there by the edge of the park. They spread them out so that they're not interfering with each other because they're on different bands, different frequencies. And it's like if the old CB radio, channel 19, you get somebody on channel 20 or channel 18, you can't hardly hear anything, so they try to spread them out so they don't interfere with each other. So anyway, they're going to be here all day, all night. They're at the Chavano Park City Hall over on Saddle Tree, and they'll be seeing what they can do. They're on a single sideband on that radio. Harold over here is on the computer. They're using computers to log all their contacts because you don't want duplicate contacts. You only get credit for the one contact for the per band. You can talk to the same station on multiple frequencies, but you can only do, they've got the 10 meter, 20 meter, 40 meter, 60 meter, etc. And then different modes, digital, CW, voice, whatever. So they use the logging to make sure that they don't have any duplicates in the log files. Let's go over here and see what's happening.
And then,
So they're doing digital or voice at this stage?
this is digital.
Okay. Which mode?
PPH?
Okay. I'm not up on all the current modes, but they had the PSK 31, they had FT8, they've got some other newer ones
That it's what? That the time is correct? Oh. That would probably help. Here we go. What happened? Rebooting. The quiet is off.
Here we go. These are the different band plans that are available. That's the VHF for all local stuff. And then here they got the 10, 12, 15, 17, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, 75, 100, 60. Each band has a different length of how they can, how far they can go on that frequency. And thank you to ICOM for donating a bunch of these, and somebody laminating all of them for us.
Well, that's what we're here for.
So,
I told Jack, everyone is friendly and
Anyway.
ask questions. Yeah.
and they do have a log sheet for logging in for visitors and such over here. Yeah. So, it looks like the food's here. Went to Blanco Barbecue for the food. I don't think anybody's gonna go hungry tonight. You got lots of coolers full of water. Anyway, they're going to be running 24 hours from about 1 p.m. Saturday through 1 p.m. Sunday, but honestly, I think they'll start shutting down around 10 or 11 a.m. They'll get law enforcement will be stopping by to pay a visit, just to check things out. And so it's a pretty safe place to be, and they have a lot of fun here every year. So hopefully the video is the right format and I'm not sideways and so forth. You never know when you're doing this. So, are you able to hear anybody on the radio, or?
We haven't. I mean, he just did the CQ thing.
Okay.
Yes. I have my license, so he's safe to do
Right.
it.
Well, that's fine. Now, that's the whole purpose of it. Get on the air station.
Exactly.
You know.
But
Yeah.
the last couple hours, this frequency seems to have been inactive.
Right.
So we'll see if anyone responds.
Well,
if not,
I'll tell you a quick story about my wife. We came over one time at 2 in the morning, and they said everything's dead, nothing's happening. She got on the radio, I think it was on 20 or 40 meters, and a female voice. CQ, field day, and Whiskey 5 Sierra Charlie and all that. And in the next 35 minutes, she had a pile up, and she had like 30 stations lined up to hit.
Wow.
So she got tired of doing it, So this 18-year-old kid says, well, here, I'll take over for you. Dead. Bye-bye. It was the female voice or the higher pitched voice. Your voice, being a quote a kid, will get his voice. You'll get more hits. People calling back for some reason. They enjoy talking to the younger people, and so I mean there's no age discrimination here. You got everything from Harold's age to my age down to yours.
There's no reason not to go up and get in line.
So,
This
got
could be the
barbecue?
right time. Yeah, this is barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
So anyway, yeah.
I told everybody I'm getting it.
Right. Okay. It's food time, so I'm going to shut down the live stream and go get something to eat. Okay, I'm seeing N0SSC, Susan Lee, TJ, Giggles, hey, over in Florida. That's good that the two of you know each other. All of you are pretty much regular listeners or viewers on my channel. I'm going to have a bunch of videos going up later tonight, tomorrow, from the Tour de Bernie bicycle ride that I was flying drones for. The Kendall Amateur Radio Society out in Bernie had ham operators in all of the SAG vehicles. That's a supporting gear. So it's a vehicle that drives around with bicycle rack looking for riders that are having mechanical problems, health problems, whatever. Pick them up, give them a ride to a aid station where they can get rehydrated or get medical care, get their bike repaired, whatever, or bring them back to the finish line if they give up. So anyway, I'll be putting some videos together. I put one video up. It didn't have any bicycles in it. It was just a stream that I found when I stopped to find a scenic place to fly for the riders. And I got lots of good photos there. But it was such a beautiful, peaceful stream with these big, tall trees with their roots on the bank that I just had to make a quick flight down the middle of it. It was just so peaceful. So anyway, more stuff's pending, and I'm going to go join the food line and see what kind of barbecue they got for us. Yeah, TJ, it's Amateur Radio Field Day or ham radio. And I'm betting they got a bunch of them going on in Florida as well. The ARRL.org website, the American Radio Relay League, is the sponsor of this event every year. It's the fourth weekend of June is when they hold it. And it's quite a big deal for the ham radio clubs to participate in it. In the San Antonio area, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know of 5 ham clubs that are out here today doing it at different locations. So it's quite a big deal. Hey, I got up to 5 people watching. Okay, well, I'm going to go end this. Like I said, I promised. I'm going to go get some food. And we'll get something to eat.
I'm not planning on it. I might go out to the car and sleep a bit later when the sun goes down.